and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Jonathan Dent. Nice to have you on board this morning. How's everything going with you?
Pretty good. It's beautiful outside.
Oh, sweet. And tomorrow, probably just as good, if not better. So you got a day off tomorrow?
Yep. It's going to be a great day of working inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be mowing your lawn or something.
I did that yesterday.
Well, you did that yesterday.
Redoing the dining room this weekend.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, you put the goats back in the shed, so that took care of the lawn. So, a little interior decorating, huh?
Yeah, it's been an ongoing thing.
Okay. You're done beyond the painting now?
No. I'm almost done with the drywalling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
new homeowner stuff.
You've got the perfect height
Yeah.
for drywalling, especially ceilings. You do ceilings?
I didn't have to do the ceilings this time around.
Oh, well, you're lucky.
Yeah.
That's no fun at all. enough
Enough of
of
a beautiful day for it tomorrow.
Yeah. Enough of the remodeling. Let's talk a little bit about our weather right now. We've got an absolutely beautiful day going, and we're going to have an even nicer one tomorrow. Sunday doesn't really look all that bad. There is going to be a chance of some precipitation later in the day. Fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about all of the stuff that's going on in the Dakotas right now. They're getting hit with some pretty heavy thunderstorm activity. And all of that, fortunately for us, is moving south and southeast. So it's not going to be a part of our weather scene for at least a couple of days. Right now, Jonathan, what do we have on the thermometer?
Right now, out at the airport, they just hit that 70-degree mark. Downtown Midland's looking at 72. Same here at Radio Center, 72 degrees under sunny skies. Got a wind coming out of the west right now, 5 to 8 miles per hour, so not too much to look at there.
A little bit of a southwest breeze tonight, then more westerly tomorrow and tomorrow night. Sunday, we're going to see some northwest wind. And the reason for that, we are going to have a frontal system dropping down through the state. It's a fairly dry one. It's going to generate some clouds. So we'll have some upper level clouds on again, off again during the day tomorrow. But for the most part, it's going to affect our weather on Sunday. Monday, once again, there's going to be a chance of a pop-up shower here and there. Tuesday, more of the same. Wednesday, more of the same. Thursday, more of the same. We just can't get out of this rut. And pop-up showers, a little bit bigger, more intense, and then just widely scattered and isolated. Temperatures, though, holding pretty close to what's average, which is 82 in the afternoon and 61 at night. Started off this morning a little bit on the cool side. I think when you came in, you needed that hoodie that you got on right now.
That's why I'm wearing it. I took one step out the door, turned around, and said, long sleeves for today.
There you go. So 82 is what we're looking at for a high temperature this afternoon. Mostly sunny, clear skies tonight, 63. Incidentally, water temperature right now out on the lakes, Lake Huron specifically, is 74 degrees.
Not too bad.
No, not all that bad for the beaches. And it does look like it's going to be a good beach weekend for a lot of folks. During, sunset tonight at 9:12, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:14. We'll start off with sun. There'll be a few light clouds here and there tomorrow. 83, so a little bit warmer tomorrow. Then on Sunday, we'll start off with sunshine. Looks as though there will be some clouds, especially later in the afternoon. And once again, there will be a chance of a spotty late day light shower as a front will be sliding through earlier in the day on Sunday. 83 for a high. Then 62, 63 for a low Sunday night. Monday, 82. Tuesday, 82. Wednesday, 82. Broken record Thursday, 82. So again, very close to average. Record high in the state, 99, set back in 1930 and tied in 1935. The record low was 43, set way back in 1912. I think Ty Cobb was breaking batting records at that time. Last year, 81 was our high, 58 was our low. The warmest ever, 19th of July, 2019, about 5 years ago. 94 was our high, 76 was our low. The coldest ever, set back in 1912, 73 was our high, 43 was our low. We've been getting a lot of questions about base 50 growing degrees, Jonathan, because obviously the crops are performing so much better than what they have at this time for the last several years. On average, by by the 18th of July, we should have about 1,222 base 50 growing degrees here in the immediate Saginaw area. This year, we have 1,535.
Oh, wow.
So we're running a good 300 above normal. That's one of the many reasons why the crops are performing as well as what they are, with plenty of moisture, plenty of not too hot heat, because with base 50 growing degrees, once you get above a certain plateau, the plants don't use it anymore to grow. They just kind of shut off. That's why those hot nights where you're looking at 72, 75 degrees, they don't really help us that much as far as plants growing. They grow much better when it's below 68, 67 at night, and the daytime temperatures are in the upper 80s to low 90s. You're getting your max growing degrees there, and we've been doing quite well with all of that. That, in a nutshell, is what the weather is going to be like all the way through the end of the month. It does appear as though we'll be at or above normal for this time of the year temperature-wise, and slightly above average on the moisture. More on the weather coming up. Who do we have?
We'll be talking with Gary Kaufman from Star of the West. He'll start off our market report for this Friday morning. Then we'll head over to Oppenheimer, talk with Doug Klein. All of that's ahead. But first, the weather report today presented by Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound-up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Insurance Agency, where they understand the risks that you face as a Michigan farm and agribusiness owner. They also know that every farm's needs vary like the crops in the field. You're more than a number. They know it. And they know you have a family, goals, dreams for the future, and how important these are to you. That's why they want to get to know you at the Rummel Agency one-on-one, so they can help get the right farm insurance protection for you and your family. The Rummel Agency, with offices in Frankenmuth, Saginaw, and Carroll, and as we mentioned yesterday, proud supporter of all the activities going on at the county fairs and festivals, and in particular, the youth auctions. They're going to be at a lot of those coming up, including the one over in Carroll, Tuscola County Fair. That will be on Friday of next week. Along with us now, Gary Kaufman at Star of the West. Gary, good morning.
Hey, good morning there, Terry.
Well, we got you back, and the market's responded.
Well, here you go. Yeah, a little bit of positive news here today, finally, with the markets in the green. And, you know, looking at last Friday's close, Terry, and where we're sitting here at the noon hour, it's been a choppy week, but wheat overall is down 2 for the week. Corn is down about 9, and on about a nickel on the beans since last Friday's close.
And any particular reason why the markets are responding right now the way they are?
It, you know, in a nutshell, Terry, I think it's mostly favorable weather, you know, is occurring over much of the Corn Belt, you know, even though, you know, we've had some tough areas that had some weather issues, some some wind and some drown out. So overall, the trade is just looking at we're better now than we've been, from some other years. So, and so it's just been kind of choppy. And then we got some good demand on the corn. Remains pretty solid with exports running above the USDA projections. Ethanol usage taking a big jump this last week, near record production. So that's been good for the corn to kind of keep it balanced with that good weather. And then on the beans, for the most part, we're finally competitive in the world market. Exports are running behind on beans, but again, weather there as well as we get moving forward into the flowering period here in the short period. We're going to be watching weather on the soybean front as well.
So right now on the board, what do you have?
Yeah, right now, Terry, let's call cash wheat up 13. That puts the white at 533 and the red at 458. New crop for 2025, Terry, is up 9 at 607 on the white, 522 on the red. Cash corn up a penny at 312. New crop up 2 at 342. Cash soybeans up a penny at 1060. And new crop, let's call it unchanged right now, Terry, at 963.
Enjoy the weekend, Gary.
I will. It sounds like it's going to be a fabulous one.
I'm sure it certainly will. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Sounds good.
All righty. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth. We've got Doug Klein on the line, Jonathan.
We'll head over to Oppenheimer and talk with Doug. The market report today presented by Schaefer and Beerline, where the Ram professional truck season is going on at Schaefer and Beerline, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Frankenmuth. If you're in the market for a new Ram professional truck or a Ram heavy-duty truck and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, then it's time to go to Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. Also by Thumb Bank and Trust, making agricultural loans since 1895. Farming today continues to offer challenges that are very demanding. Thumb Bank and Trust helps you stay up to date on industry trends and the trends of your operation. Thumb Bank and Trust, serving you with locations throughout the Thumb and in the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank and Trust, where relationships are built on trust. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC. Over to Oppenheimer we go. We say good morning to Doug Klein. Doug, happy Friday.
Well, happy Friday to you.
And
looking forward to it.
I was going to say, it looks like Chicago is happy right now.
Yeah, the grains are okay. Dollars up just a little bit. And precious metals, sort of taking a bit of a hit, 2.5% down. So that's hard to take. Crude oil down about 1.5%. That's okay. Stock market's really getting a beating. The Dow is down 1%. NASDAQ is down 0.8%. S&P down 0.6%. So had a rough week this week. Microsoft had an outage, and I don't know, you probably experienced it too. It was global. CrowdStrike tried to implement some software, and it failed. And my computer was down until, I don't know, 10:30 or something like that.
I love those upgrades, I'll tell you.
Yeah, right.
They knock you right down to nothing, so everything is better than what you had.
Yeah, but you wonder, what's going on. If it was, if it's a warning or if it's actually an accident, you just don't know. So anyway, that disturbs me greatly, but I guess we're going to get through it. So as of right now, like I said, the grains are up and everything else is sort of in the red. So September corn is 392.5, up 1.25. December corn 407, up 2. The August soybeans $11.25 of a penny, up 1 3/4. November soybeans 10.42 3/4, down 1/4 of a penny. The September wheat is 5.47 3/4, up 12 3/4, and December wheat 5.73 1/4, up 13 even. So the crude oil, $79.99, down $1.31. And you had to shop around a little bit to find somebody that didn't hike the price of gasoline yesterday to $3.79. But I found it over at Clark at 24 and 46. So I got me a tank full before before they figured it out.
I was going to say, you had about 12 miles left in that tank.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, about 20, but yeah, we got her down there. But from what I understand, it was the storm that went through the refinery down by Chicago, shut them down. They lost power, and I'm going to say they just said, well, why don't we just raise prices 40 cents rather than kick on that, that backup generator and start doing our job. So anyway.
What's that generator run on, Doug?
Yeah, probably natural gas or something.
There you go.
I don't know. So anyway, crude oil is at $80, down $1.30. The heating oil is $2.48, up down 2.3 cents. Gasoline is $2.49, down 2.5 cents, and natural gas $2.12.5, down 4.2 cents. So currencies: Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys $1.3730 Canadian. That's up 26 ticks. The dollar buys 157.39 yen. That's up 2 ticks. The euro's at 108.85, down 11 ticks. The dollar's at 104.33, up 16 ticks. Gold's 24.1850, down $51 an ounce. Silver's 29.40, down 82 cents. Platinum's at $975.50, down $10.50. Copper's at $424.60. That's down 3.5 cents.
You have a great weekend, Doug.
Thank you. You too.
You bet. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. Serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983. They do it with a great line of quality products that help you increase your yields. And they've also got the advice of certified crop advisor Vic Hupfer to answer a lot of the questions you might have. Freeland Bean and Grain, where serving you is their business. Jonathan, fall can't be too far away.
I felt it. It was kind of brisk this morning.
Yeah, It was. And that kind of jogged my memory just a little bit. They always talk about fall and pumpkins and that sort of stuff and back to school. So I figured, well, why don't we try to get a hold of Mike Hufftailing, the owner of Johnson's Pumpkin Farm, and see how the pumpkins are doing these days.
He's a busy guy, but we got a hold of him. Mike, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Terry.
Hey, how's everything going, Mike?
Oh, doing quite well. Enjoying the sunshine and the break in the heat. That's for sure.
Yeah, the heat has been a little stifling at times. Maybe not so much the heat, but the humidity. So that's why I was kind of curious. Last year, we had a totally different scenario when it came to the pumpkins. This year, we're looking at, would you say, a pretty healthy crop?
Yeah, a really healthy crop. We were afraid twice already because of the hurricane coming in. We were afraid we were going to have some disease coming in with that hurricane and bring spores from down south. So we put some protectants on to protect against disease, but the pumpkin crop looks really well good right now. I was out scouting this morning, and we've got some shirts there. There's some little softball-sized pumpkins.
Yeah, your signal is cutting out. It's like muffled, and then it comes in real clear. So I don't know if you've got a device there that you're talking into or not. But for the folks that didn't quite pick it up, you have been scouting the pumpkins, and they do look good, huh? Are you there, Mike?
Can you hear me any better, Terry?
Yes, I can hear you better now.
The pumpkins do look good. We've got some softball-sized pumpkins out there. We're working them every couple of days and trying to take good care of them, keep the disease out of them.
And I'm just kind of curious, what diseases are we working with right now, Mike, and how are you handling that?
The wet weather is going to cause some phytophthora with rot. We're putting protection fungicides on to try and combat that and praying for dry weather. We'll also start to see some downy mildew and powdery mildew come in with this wet weather and humidity. So right now, just putting protectant fungicides on, such as Bravo, and hoping for dry weather.
On another subject, just real quick, potatoes, cucumbers, that sort of stuff. What are we looking at right now as far as challenges go? Because I know you're involved in the pickle industry too.
Yeah, the challenge is harvest has started, so we need to keep finding ways to keep the crop growing, but we don't need the excess that we've seen. And again, similar to the pumpkin, the wet weather's causing downy mildew to show up, so we're having to spray accordingly to combat that. But it's so far the pickle crop looks really good. Not quite as good as the sugar beet crop though.
Oh, the sugar beets are a totally different story, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, Gary.
And that leads me to believe that we're probably going to have an early beginning to the harvest this year. I don't know how early, but any thoughts there?
I would certainly seem to believe we'd have an early start to the harvest. Put some factories up and running. But we can figure probably that 28th of August, if not sooner.
Yeah, if not sooner. Well, Michael, we look forward to seeing you for sure this fall. The pumpkin farm will open up. What is it? Usually the Saturday after Labor Day.
That's correct. I think it's September 9th this year. We'll be making donuts. So 7 weeks.
You were cutting out, but I did hear the word donuts.
About 7 weeks with donuts. Right?
7 weeks to donuts. All right, I'll save myself for that. You have a great weekend, Mike. Take care. All right. Mike Hufftailing with PC Ag and the owner of Johnson's Pumpkin Farm. Along with me right now, Kim Weiss at Lingle Equipment. Kim, what should we be looking at Lingle Equipment these days?
Well, Terry, I just wanted to say, he just was commenting how the sugar beets, them American crystal sugar beets are growing. You could stand in one of them fields and actually hear them growing. That's how fast they're growing with all the rain we've had and the beautiful weather. And you know what else is growing is grass. So come on in and look at zero-turn lawnmowers. You don't have to have a lot of lawn to mow to enjoy the running of a Kubota zero-turn. I have zero-turn, the Z232 KW42. It's a 21-horse Kawasaki gas engine with a 42-inch deck. Got it. It's a great commercial deck even. Got it on sale for $47.95. We have 0% interest on a lot of models. If you're looking for something to mow lawn, a tractor for around the yard or anything, come on in and see us. We're right alongside I-75, just south of Milwaukee Bridge, off the Washington Road exit, or give us a call at 989-754-7801, or send me an email at k.weiss@lingle1.com, and we'll get it to the information to you.
You have a great weekend, Kim. Thank you.
You bet, Terry, and we'll see you on that Monday out in Hemlock.
All righty. I'll look forward to it. Kim Weiss over at Lingle Equipment. Joining us now, who do we have, Jonathan?
We're going to head over to Maple Hill Nursery, and that's where we find Chuck Servinski on this Friday morning. Chuck, good morning.
Good morning, and it's a beautiful Friday. No humidity. It's just perfect.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about maple trees. Seems to be a concern right now.
Yeah. Have a lot of folks coming in to the store bringing me leaves off maple trees with little red bumps on them and saying, what are those? Well, these red unattractive bumps or galls don't cause a whole lot of damage to the tree, but they sure look unsightly this time of the year. And these bumps are caused by an insect called the bladder gall mite or spindle gall mite, which are found lurking around trees in the spring. And the red bumps are a result of the insect chewing on the tree leaves throughout the growing season. And the mites aim to stimulate new tissue growth in which they're going to lay and hatch their eggs. And when the leaf is affected, the result is an induced mass growth of these little red bumps. A few ways to help get rid of them or prevent them: use a lime spray early in the season. That seems to work real well early on. When the leaves fall later in the season, which they will, don't mulch them up, but rake them and get them away from other trees so the disease doesn't spread. And the third thing is fertilize the tree, because the healthier you can keep that tree, the less likely that disease is going to be back next year.
Good advice. Chuck, thank you so much. You have a great weekend. Enjoy the weather, all right?
You too, and we'll talk to you next week.
Talk to you next week. Along with us right now, Jonathan, who do we have?
We're going to talk with Stephanie Zelenko from AgroLiquid. Stephanie, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What should we be looking for right now, Stephanie?
Well, I think our biggest thing that we're looking at now is those late season applications. So fungicide on that tasseling corn. We're getting close to or past tassel, depending upon the area of the state you're in. And also those early fungicide applications. We're about R3, R4 in most of our soybeans. So time to hit those fungicide trips across the field and then add some crop nutrition in with it as you go across.
How far ahead are we this year, Stephanie?
I think we're about right on track for normal. Normally, I look 13 tassels on corn shortly after the 4th of July, and soybeans are daylight dependent, so we're on track like we are most years.
All right. You have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again next week. All righty?
You too.
Okay. Stephanie Zelenko with AgroLiquid. We'll be right back.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's locations in Auburn Hills, Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
A full schedule of events coming up next week, and Kim Weiss mentioned about the last Monday of July. We're going to be over at a blueberry farm with him, so taking a look at the berries. Beautiful crop there as well. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coins in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland. WSGW